Everybody better appreciate the fact that we're out here in the cold for them. So we were trying to kind of do a less is more Christmas this year, where we weren't really giving as many presents to the kids and just trying to focus on a few because they're happy with what they get. And if you give them a million things, they only end up playing with a few of them anyways, and their boxes that they come in. Everybody knows about. So we felt like we didn't really have to go overboard this year. And then use the gifts for each other for like things that we wanted and not really
Practical stuff.
going too far beyond that. We also benefit a little bit from the fact that I work away from home, so basically I just didn't buy Serena Quest any presents.
Yep. And then
That's my idea of sustainability, is just not engaging in present giving. But
And then we cheated a little bit because we all got super sick, and so we were actually going to give gifts to other people, but they were going to be homemade gifts. But then we got super low key Christmas because we did nothing because literally we couldn't.
yeah,
So
plug your ears if you know us. But our gift to everyone was going to be this like belting material that we ran across years and years ago, that was used to cook like food
like
on an assembly
industrial
line.
food prep assembly lines.
Those. So we bought a big roll of it, and we were going to cut it up for people to use as like parchment paper or like.
Yeah, it's this pretty awesome non-stick sheeting that you can use as a reusable parchment paper, or we're thinking you could use it like make a circle to have like a frying pan, like non-stick inserts that you just quickly wash up.
Yeah, and then you're not getting all them delicious Teflons in your food, right? But we still have the roll. We just didn't do the chopping. So
That's what everyone's getting next year.
Yeah, or birthday presents. Or, I mean, we need to make a bunch for ourselves too. They're popular now these days. But we've been given a couple other types, like silicone or something like that.
Yeah.
And they kind of like
They just don't
absorb.
work. Yeah, they absorb
stuff.
smells, and
This material
they
is just
don't work quite as good.
this belting material just like wipes clean and super easy to clean, and
You can make like caramel on it and just like pick it up and
Yeah.
it would just slide off. It's pretty amazing. But so we didn't even give that out.
I got some good presents from Serena. She gave me some like food wrapper things, some like waxed cloth material that like you can use for wrapping up your cheeses and stuff instead of using like cling wrap to go around them. So that was pretty cool because like we've talked about stuff like that, right? We're trying to reduce our plastic, and we're still not anywhere close to where we want to be. But, like baby steps, right? And she also got me a Dutch oven.
Yeah, we're excited about that.
Yep, because we want to start making our own breads, our own sourdoughs, and so we didn't have the Dutch oven. We don't have the kitchen space yet. We need. Our house is already filled with ferments, so before we start sourdough colony, we need to expand a little bit. So that's a big project for next year. But
So what do you think? Like how do you think we did for kind of stripping things down and making the holidays a little bit more sustainable? It kind of got off track when we got sick, and we didn't really make very many videos. I had a bunch of things that we were going to do that we did nothing.
I mean, I was away, and Serena was dealing with 2 little sick kids, and that's challenging. We were pretty worried because things were kind of peaking right before Christmas. We're like, oh man, it'd suck if they were sick for Christmas, but
Which we were.
yeah, not the worst sick by then, which was all right. But
So what do you think? Like, was this year more sustainable? Do
I
you
think
feel
so.
like this year was less wasteful?
I think so. You did a good job of wrapping presents in cloth, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool. So we didn't have like tons and tons of like wrapper cleanup, which was nice. All that tape and stuff we didn't use.
One perk of the cloth that I found out is when your toddlers spill water all over your Christmas tree, then it's easy to just take off and throw it in the dryer and then rewrap your presents. Unlike if you had paper wrapping.
I'd say good first step, and there's still a long ways we can go.
Obviously.
I mean, the most sustainable Christmas will be when we give everybody a squash. Like, here's something from the cold storage.
Yeah,
Boring.
people do not want our squashes.
Yep. But, like I said, good first step. Lots more steps to go, right?
So basically, we did okay on being a little bit less wasteful, we feel.
Mm-hmm.
We sucked at making videos about being less wasteful.
Yeah.
And, like, good steps for going forward. I don't know.
I think so.
I mean, like, that's the whole thing about the, like, reducing waste. I would look at my garbage can, and the waste is still all the waste that we always have, which is basically just empty chip bags.
And kitty litter.
Yeah. But at least this Christmas, I feel like we didn't add a couple extra bags of garbage. Whereas, like, in the past, we would have and maybe, like, have not thought anything of it. So, just thinking of it, maybe.
For sure. Like, we didn't have any, extra surge of garbage to go into the garbage cans at the back, or, like, the recycling bins were about the same as they always are.
Yeah.
So, that's a reasonable way to rate how it went, Like we said, in the future, hopefully the whole world offers more products that are more sustainable. Like, it's tough to live in this world and not consume some plastic or anything like that. Like, eventually, hopefully, the economy shifts to products that are sustainable. And
Yeah, or just less packaging. I mean, that's definitely one thing about the Christmas gifts that you, like, get for the kids. It's like, gifts this big, it makes this much garbage, and it's just like, why?
like, one of the toys that Leo was given, it's like, there's almost nothing to it, but it was like a box, like this, and it's just all
wrapping, all
wrapping
packaging.
and plastic, and and in the end, there's like a couple small little tiny markers like that, and a little box of crayons and some stickers.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just something that was maybe fun for her to open, but
Yeah, the fun shouldn't be opening.
yeah.
That's what needs to get moved away from, I suppose.
It's challenging too, because, like, we control what we give, but we only have so much control over, what the rest of our family gives and stuff. And, we have the only real grandkids in a pretty big circle. So,
Yeah, everyone
everybody
wants to
kind of
spoil
wants to, so that's the challenge, right? That's always been a challenge, because, we don't even control a lot of the biggest ticket items or volume size things. A lot of the largest things that have come into our house for kids haven't been things that we've bought.
Yeah.
They've been things that have appeared. And so, like, on the minimalism front, that is a challenge. But, they're kids.
Yeah.
Like, you want them to have fun, right? So.
I mean, that's one of the things about the waste reduction. It's, like, we're a pretty typical family where we're not, like, we have this massive garden, but we're not necessarily starting off from a place where, we're, like, thinking about our garbage, and so we're trying to do that. So, baby steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
But thinking about it at Christmas time, I think.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Speaking of babies, our kids are sleeping right now, and we are outside, so we should probably go check on them.
Yeah.
Because little Sam might be screaming his head off. Thanks for watching. Join our journey. Hit subscribe. We're always trying to tally up some likes as well, so blast that like button.
Okay, see you guys.